as you go.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's very true.
Everybody, we are live. Cameras right over there.
Oh,
Neat.
hola.
Alrighty.
And you've got the comments up, so
Yeah, comments are up. We have 0 viewers, but you know.
that's all right. That's all right. What time is it?
We are 8 minutes early.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is our warm-up period.
Warm up cold intro stuff.
Yes.
That's YouTube.
Coffee time.
Control room.
Yeah.
For
I'm getting like full Rolos of caramel.
Delicious.
She took the top off the caramel thing
Yeah.
Mhm.
and just poured it in.
Oh,
Yummy.
nice.
Yeah, they're good like that.
That's what you're drinking it for anyway. Never mind the coffee. You just
Yeah,
want
yeah.
the caramel.
I don't want to taste the coffee.
No,
Come
of
on,
course
You're just
not.
getting a sugar rush.
Yes.
Sugar rush.
Sugar rush. I don't remember the rest of that song.
I know. I just. Went
If I want
right
a coffee, I'd
right
order coffee. I want something tasty that's going to give me a.
With a splash
caffeine high.
of like coffee flavoring in it.
It's a coffee Slurpee.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Coffee tends to be a hit or miss with me. It's terrible.
And it makes you sleepy. You have the
Usually it
Everest.
makes me sleepy,
Yeah.
or if I have too much, I'm like bouncing off the walls.
Oh, so there's a rubber band to it. You go
Yep.
too far, you snap back the other
Nope.
way. So how was your day?
Fine. How was yours?
Boring.
Oh, okay. I had the day off, so.
That's, I think
yeah,
you had the most interesting day today.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did. It was
Yeah.
fine. It was fine.
Everyone
Just
else
getting
were
stuff
like,
done.
day-to-day shit.
Finished up that cover that I was working on where the guy's hand was on fire.
Oh,
So
neat.
it turned out nice.
Yeah.
Turned out all right.
And right after Constantine trailer, so.
Yeah. I know. Well, actually, I
That
finished
was so
that one.
good.
Finished the fire-handed one. Finished the other day. Today, I finished up the one with the guy's holding a sword and his back is naked, and I'm just like, this is a nice
Ooh.
job. I like this job.
Is that for one of your Harlequin books?
Yes, it is. I don't. She picks out all the images, and I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
awesome.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
this is what you
fine.
want.
Naked back dude with holding a sword, and I'm like,
how far down?
to about the hips.
Okay.
So yeah. So no butt crack.
No butt cleavage?
No butt cleavage.
no.
You see a little bit of that like little line at the small of the back right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
so-
naked in weapons, always a plus.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, it's nice.
You guys have that little, like the dimples on the
Some of
upper
them.
hips?
Some of them. Yeah.
Well, there's that little
Back
crotchy
dimples,
thing.
when you-
Yeah,
right-
like
right
at,
before-
at the bottom, right above the butt,
Right before the cleavage.
where you know
Yeah.
where you put your fingers, where you know you put the thumbs. That's,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
you
Some
know.
of them do.
That's how you know you have the appropriate grip.
Those are natural love handles.
That's why they call it.
Anyone
the
here
back
for that
one?
No, nobody was here for that one. Not
Oh,
yet.
shame.
We still got 5 minutes until we're actually.
That Constantine was good though.
No, it
Yeah.
was. It was quite the shock.
I don't know a whole lot of. I've never read Hellblazer. I've only read Constantine through some other little things,
Mhm.
but
As-
it does look pretty solid.
As far as Constantine goes, it actually looks really good. I mean, he's got the guy, the blonde hair, and the accent.
He looks amazing.
He looks awesome.
Now I kind of think he might be the truest part of everything in the show around. Like I don't think they're gonna do stories from the book. I think they're gonna do regular.
No, from what it looks like, it doesn't like because they've brought in a new girl,
Yeah.
and she's not part of the original.
She looks.
story at
She
all.
looks like Rachel Weisz. She looks like a Rachel Weisz villain.
Yeah.
I put it in my article that went up today. It's probably going to be Monster of the Week for a little bit,
Which is alright.
but
I'm
I
totally
kind
fine
of like
with that.
Supernatural started.
As far as once
But
the
I'm-
first season goes, yeah, and then they
I'm
can get
hoping.
into
I'm
it.
hoping they have the long season arcing stories though.
That would be nice.
Which you can do easily.
Yeah.
Easily with
Yeah.
Constantine.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean, get a little more occulty,
Yes.
and like Supernatural is a good Hellblazer. Let's get like a suction of caramel in the back
Bottom
of my
right.
throat.
And
nodding
Richard
to each other.
Ballcaps.
Yeah.
Picked it up from the.
Oh,
we were doing the
from
drunk
our-
quest. So every once in a while,
Oh, that's
where do you
more
get your
terrible.
bottle caps from? And I'm like, well, like the Angry Orchard that came from over drunk quest.
I was going to say a
That's
bottle.
nice.
There's
There
memories
was a few
attached to
others
it.
that came from people that I know, but I don't remember where they were.
You want to send some of those pictures in the Dropbox?
Please do.
What's this now? What do I need to
Do
do?
you have Dropbox on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Put some of your necklaces on there.
All right.
That way, when we talk about it, we can have a visual representation.
Sweet. Okay. Do that.
I think I'm the only one that doesn't really do costumes.
Yeah, you're pretty much straight up 2D.
Yeah, artwork. Well, I'm trying to figure out. No. My wife, yes, but she's the crafty one. but I
Have it
will.
saved onto your phone.
I thought I did, but I'm trying to. I thought there was a way that I could go ahead and just download this copy because this one was the pretty one, but I don't know if I can do it from Facebook.
You can't download a picture from Facebook.
I'm sure I can, can't I? I'm sure I
I'd
can.
assume you can.
I would think I could.
Like, how do you do it off the internet?
Right click on it.
No, on the phone.
You usually just
Like,
hold
take
your
a picture.
thumb on it.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing. That's what I thought I could totally do that. But if I can't do it there, then I know I can do it from internet.
Oh. How much time do we have until we start?
Officially 3 minutes now.
Okay, this will only take me a second.
So I lost my keys Friday night.
Oh,
I was up at a birthday party up in Vista.
Is that the?
Yeah, and I went to Rocky Horror
Okay.
for the first time.
Wait, it was your first time?
Yeah,
I didn't know this.
I didn't know you wanted to be there.
Oh, I would have enjoyed that one. Oh my gosh.
I mean, honestly, I was a little disappointed.
Did you get a V on your?
No, I showed up late, but they still
Okay.
put us in line and spanked us and dirty talked us and shit like
Well,
that.
no, you were supposed to do the cherry game.
I showed up a little late.
Sad face. You didn't get the full V experience.
Sorry. But they talk too much.
oh, at the live thing? Yes, they do.
It's too
I
much.
apologize. Was this the one over in Oceanside? Did you say? or-
Encinitas, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they never
Paloma.
they never shut up,
Yeah.
and you actually kind of.
And at points they're talking over the movie.
Hey, we got a viewer.
It was a
Yay!
show before they made it into a picture, right? Or,
Yes.
Yeah, it was a stage show first.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought it was a movie.
Movie that-
No,
And
no.
then
Stage show
they-
movie, stage show.
Oh, I
I
thought
mean,
they
it's
made
really-
it into a stage show after the movie came out because it was so popular.
Well, it's
No.
they're what everyone goes to now is a shadow cast.
yeah.
But no, it was a
Didn't
stage.
know there was
it
an official name.
It was a yeah.
So there was no bananas at all.
No, it was pretty low key on stuff like that.
Really?
bananas?
Yeah. Okay. So when I went and the de-virginization that took place was you chose a cast member and you had to fish a cherry out of their mouth, and they put a cherry and then stack it with whipped cream.
That's way too much work. We'd be there all night.
It's
How do people get into the chat? Mr.
Uh,
Hunted would like to know.
I just go to the Google Plus page. If they go into Live Dot and they have a Google Plus, they're able to jump right on in. Yeah. Well. I'm-
Where do you want me to put it in Dropbox?
Illustrations.
I've not done this before. How do I get
luck,
something
buddy.
in there?
I don't know. It looks different on mine.
No.
Yeah, ours is like a little dot one.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Go back to the first page.
Nope.
Droid.
Yeah. I haven't had it long enough to figure all this out.
So you gotta say it right there. You go. Droid.
My smartphone's terrible. It's not quite smart enough.
I want to do the camera up.
I did find out that the Galaxy 5s, like the S5s, they have GIFs now in the texting.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
you can actually send people.
So you can send those people text, but it's not, GIFs. But you can't send GIFs to everyone. Unless, like, iMessage will do GIFs.
Yeah.
And Leland
But it
will
sucks they
kick
don't
the
show
shit out
like,
of me.
in the photos. They don't show it moving.
No.
And it
no.
drives me
You just
nuts.
have to know it's a GIF.
Because like I sent Leland a really offensive labyrinth one with bouncing
So,
balls.
so just any piece of that movie.
Well, no, it was specifically
Any
this.
piece of that movie of David Bowie pulled out of the movie can look incredibly like
no, there's an
over
entire
sexualized.
drinking game for it. It's,
Yeah.
You take a shot every time you see a David Bowie or David Bowie's package.
Yeah, I'll send it to Ant so we can have some fun.
We'll do it later.
Too late. The text is on its way.
I got nothing. I'm just trying to help anybody who happens to show up.
Found it.
Alex,
Yay.
hopefully you get in there soon. Is this a GIF?
Yes.
Okay. I assume he's just gonna roll the balls around.
Sweet.
Is he not moving?
Nope. No GIF.
Okay. Well, his bulge bounces and his balls rotate. I don't know if I said that out of order though.
Well, they both happen, right?
Yeah. I
You want to
suppose-
check Dropbox?
Simultaneously.
Put them in there.
Yeah, I saw them just.
Ah, Mr. Hunted, you're the best.
Oh, what did you get in?
No, I don't. I hope so, but he at least tweeted the link out.
Yay.
Everybody should tweet the link out.
Yes.
Everybody should tweet
I forgot.
or share. or whatever you do on Google Plus. You share too.
You,
with
You
that.
share.
Yeah.
You
you
share.
plus things there, I think.
Yeah, but you also share.
Not really. No one sees it.
I see people sharing. Set timer.
Hey, there we go.
Yay.
I'm gonna do a screen share and show that apparently.
Good.
All right. Well, do you want to intro us in?
How many watchers do we have?
Currently one,
Which I assume is Mr. the Hunted.
Is it the hunted? Okay.
probably.
I think Catherine might come in there. A little bit.
I'm
But
sure everyone's just gonna slowly.
we still
file
have a podcast to do. So
Yes.
Yep, that we do.
the show must go on.
Yes.
Casting time.
And get your podcasting face on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
It's the face I always make, but they never see it until now.
Big
All right.
grin.
Ready?
Ready?
Thank you for listening to Comic Issues, your favorite geeky podcast full of rants, ramblings, and ravings. I'm your host, Anthony Silva. Along with me are three of the greatest geeks in the world.
Elizabeth Wallace.
Andrew Pline.
Cale Winchester.
We are back in the Villainous Lair caverns for another VL cast.
It is kinda
Live streaming.
cavern-esque.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's
we're in
huge.
the underground cavern area. You can tell by our rocky.
Yeah, the rocky
background.
exterior. And earlier we were very Batman 66 as our camera was slightly tilted.
I know.
Yeah, we had camera issues.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. It was more. We were villains at that point, right? Because we're in the villainous lair. It'd work out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. It was
The
artistic
Dutch
too.
tilt, isn't that what it's called?
Always a villain
Yeah,
here.
I'm just trying to think of which villain I would be.
Well,
Well,
I don't know. You-
Two-Face,
Two-Face,
duh.
come on.
There's no Two-Face in the 66 though.
Well, we can make one now.
Yeah, it needed to have had one. Yeah.
You just-
it would fit. It would work out.
You just play him kind of like Tommy Lee.
I don't think they had a freeze.
There was a freeze.
Was there?
Yeah, not a very good freeze.
Okay, so they had Rob Gorshin, they had Gorshin, Romero, Newmar.
Well, I got the thicker mustache, so I want to do Joker because then I can have my mustache over
Keep the
makeup.
mustache. Why was that?
I don't know. I'm sure he was just attached to the stash. I mean, that was a
guess,
pretty nice
but-
stash.
Yeah.
But
It was
It's
the
so-
60s.
it's so dumb. Like you're an actor. Come on.
Well, maybe it was like one of those things. Oh, no one will see that on camera.
Maybe.
Could be.
Back-
yeah.
back
Back then,
Back
they're just
then,
like, oh no, don't worry, it
nah.
won't show up.
Yeah, no one's gonna see that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And then later on, we get it, and we're like, oh, pause. Oh shit, look at that.
That's terrible.
I didn't. Hey, we're up to 2 viewers.
Hey, all right.
Yay!
The Batman, the Batman 66 porn parody.
Oh.
The Joker actually does the mustache and makeup over it.
Oh really?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's committing to the role
I
right
found it
there.
to be a
That's
nice
awesome.
little nod.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna
that's
say,
cool.
did he do that other places as well, or was it just
Yes, he had makeup all over.
Okay.
Points for the accuracy.
No? Well, then I don't want to watch it.
I
Then if
don't
he's not
believe
doing
it
the
then.
makeup all over, then why are you even doing
Yeah,
a
you
Joker
could do it
porn?
over the
I
bush,
don't.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's neck up, it's not in costume. It's not
It's
in
the Villainous
character.
Lair. We have to talk about porn.
Yeah,
this is
it's-
what
it's
we
kinda
do.
I brought
weird.
it up this time.
Yeah, I
I brought
know.
it up. That's fair. That's fair. Guys, what we wanted to do this week is essentially talk about crafting, making things. We've put pictures up on the Facebook and the social medias, things that we have made. Cale here is resident artist of the lair and has made all kinds of crazy, amazing things, including what is behind Elizabeth, which is a volcano. But on top of that, it's a nacho volcano.
Oh, you
And that-
sold me. Like I just thought it was a volcano. You
I
didn't
did
tell me
too.
about the nacho.
Oh, yeah.
no, son.
Oh, it's you can totally eat out here. It's amazing.
The nacho compatibility.
Oh, absolutely. We had pockets full of salsa guacamole. Up top was just a fondue pot of cheese. You could sacrifice chips and hot dog versions too.
Oh, that's awesome.
How amazing is that? And this was just for a Magic pre-release, a midnight release, right?
Yep.
So you guys just be making stuff all the time.
Oh yeah, we love to theme our pre-releases especially.
Kale's the one who put the suit together for my Two-Face cosplay. Sarah, who I think is lurking about, she's the one who made the prosthetic latex on my face. I mean, there are painted up mannequins, which we have pictures of.
Mhm.
We have.
Should I be cycling through that right now? Or?
Sure, as
Okay.
I talk about it.
Here, hold on.
Um,
Let's go back then because I'm going to turn on the screen share.
Oh, that works.
Oh, it does. I actually can show just my applications, which is going to be.
Yay!
We're figuring this out as we go along.
No, I know this is a big cross your fingers moment here with.
Yeah, I'm the one. I kind of threw a wrench into the standard live streaming when I asked Andrew, "Hey, can we put pictures up to show the things that we're going to talk about. It's a visual medium now.
It was only like 15 minutes before the podcast.
No.
that you did.
I sent him a text early today, like at lunchtime.
Oh yes, but I said put them in the Dropbox, and he's like, yeah, I'll do that. And
When did
they
you
hit
actually
the
put them on the
Dropbox?
Dropbox?
15 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they weren't going to do anything until then.
True.
All
They're
right,
just going to sit there.
so let's talk about Anthony's neat little. Here's his Two-Face.
All right, so
And,
here's a good one of the prosthetic.
And commenters, let us know if you're not seeing what we think you should be
if
seeing.
anything is not working, if
Especially Catherine, if you're on there, text Elizabeth to tell
Yeah,
us if you can't.
Catherine is our techie person
Yes.
for these live shows.
Drew, can you
Yes.
check the chat?
I can, but then once I check the chat, then everyone's gonna see the chat. So
That's fine. They if they're in the chat, they can see the chat anyway.
So I have
Mr. the Hunted at Alex the Hunted.
Catherine. I have my phone on in
there
case
it
you need
is.
to text me.
Ooh.
yeah, look at
Ooh,
that.
wow,
Ooh,
that's special.
scary.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't check the chat while we're doing this.
Does that wasn't intentional what it was
We'll
doing?
come
It's
back
not
around
good
to the chat, buddy.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody can see. This is the latex in the top of the suit that my friends here at the Lair graciously made for me. We casted my face, so it is a exact fitting. Yeah, there's a picture of that too.
The casting one, we got the cool picture, and then here we go. Well,
Oh, nice.
Is the
Very
dog
nice.
in that one, or is it just cast?
No, I think that's just me. I don't have a picture of Cass with.
I've got it on my phone. He's just
Okay.
sitting there at the door. It looks like you're taking a picture of him, but you're in the background.
Oh, nice.
Just laid across the table.
So we cast my face with that's just normal standard plaster sheets, right?
Yeah.
the thumbs up. I'm
plus-
guessing that's for breathing.
Yes, I'm breathing okay through my nose, trying to stay calm because
The whole time we're poking at him.
yes.
Because I've seen full body cast ones done before, and that's kind of frightening too.
It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. I've heard nightmares and horror stories because I wanted to do that. I wanted to do a Guyver suit. I thought that'd be pretty bitchin'.
Oh, that would
Chris
be cool.
wants a Guyver suit.
Yes.
I told him start slipping me some money. So
Work it over the table.
Because
yeah.
I think you need a vacuum for that one, right?
Well, you guys have a
you
trick
can
for
do.
it.
There's different things to do for that.
Okay.
When you're doing a full body suit like that, there's several different ways to do it.
Okay, so have the blades popping out though. That's a must.
You want them to
Mm.
retract.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
And
work.
slice.
That's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like getting mechanical in there, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It can be done, but
Yeah.
What's the name of the plastic that can be molded with just like hot water? There's a type of like plastic can be shaped. I forget it was like thermo something, I
And
guess,
it's
but
poly something.
I suppose it's like
Polythermal.
I was looking up instructions
Liquid
for making
titanium.
Battle Angel arms, and a lot of them were from like the
Oh,
Full
those
Metal
sheets of
Alchemist.
plastic.
Yeah, it's like a plastic you can cut, but you can like soak it in hot water and it'll be moldable. But
I
I don't know
actually
what
heard
I'm
of that.
Sarah's
Right.
mentioned it before.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. But you.
There's lots of materials out there to work with now.
There is. I mean, it's a crafty person's world. I've seen you guys do a torso mold with just duct tape.
Absolutely. That's actually, if you need it cheap and you need something quick, duct tape molds are like the best thing. It's basically you just get a raggedy t-shirt you don't mind chopping up,
Mm-hmm.
and then wrapping yourself in duct tape.
Yeah.
Basically just to get your body impression, and you fill it with like expander foam or polyurethane, and it's great for just needing a quick cast
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
of something, or at least your shape.
Yeah. I saw you guys do it to Bo.
We've done it. We've done it to Bo.
Sure, all
we
of
did
you have had
to
one.
Allison and Cody. I got Cody's better half in the art room actually. But yeah, it works great for if you're not wanting to do like prosthetic, something that is really
Because you guys did it to make the armor for the magic characters that I don't know.
did armor's great for working on it.
Yeah.
Something that isn't like fully sculpted from you.
Yeah.
If you're
It's not
doing
good for
armor,
prosthetics,
No, you wouldn't want to use that for prosthetic. But armor, clothing, any other sort of fabrication costume like that.
And you figure roll of duct tape and expanding foam. That's $15. You can have a body cast. Maybe 20.
I'd put it anywhere from 15 to 30 at your most.
Mm-hmm.
At the most, yeah.
Boom.
What's the costume you've had the most fun making? Like, that you remember just being really proud of and thinking it was awesome? Or maybe not most fun, maybe most proud of, because the ones you're most proud of are probably a pain in the butt to do.
Oh,
but yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I've made so many.
You guys have
Well,
made
there's a thought there.
a bunch of the Magic the Gathering characters.
Yeah, we did. They call them planeswalkers. We
Yeah.
did. We're gonna be working on more of those actually. I would say the armor from one, and then the full costume from another one. The armor itself, because that was a full sculpt and everything, and other ways to do it cheaply is cardboard, plaster, Bondo.
Yeah.
Right.
And once you throw on some paint, it looks amazing.
So
Yeah.
Bondo like the same Bondo you use on cars?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Awesome. Very neat.
That's really good on props. Like the foam swords that I made. I put them up on.
They're
are
in
they
there
the room?
somewhere.
For about a couple of weeks, I was putting up pictures on the social medias of these foam swords that I was making. Now, unfortunately, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Not the swords, but the reason why I was making them. We were supposed to be getting prizes that never showed up. So unfortunately, what the plan was that we were going to duel people at Kingdom Con, just this past Kingdom Con, and winners would get a prize. So I made these foam swords, and I mean honestly, I just looked up on the internet. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. I was asking friends, and Sarah Singer-Seaver, she sent me a link to a website that told me how to do it. And honestly, 2 full swords were made out of one like camping mat, like for underneath the sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Just cut up, layered, 3 layers, and the PVC pipe in the center, and then you just like a razor blade or X-Acto knife to shape it, duct tape to wrap it. I'll get around to finishing it, but Bondo, because the duct tape has a texture,
Right.
everything is going to be a little off. If I really want some really nice looking prop, kind of easy and
So Bondo's like a plaster of sorts?
yeah, it's a plaster. They put it on cars essentially. When they work the metal out, the metal only works out so far. So to go over the little wrinkles, you put Bondo over it.
Nice.
So the Bondo you mix together, slap it on as thinly, and then you can sand it down, which is why it's so nice. You can sand it down smooth, and then it's paintable from there.
Sweet. We actually got our first question.
Oh, good, a question.
Yes, Alex the Hunted.
Oh, hey.
He wants to. He has a question. Okay, basically.
So he's gonna stop blowing up my Twitter, buddy.
Well, actually, don't worry about the Twitter. I got it all handled here. That's how he's going to communicate with us, apparently.
Nice.
He wants to make a Riddler cane. What would you suggest to make it out of? I mean, you're already talking Bondo and foam and all that.
The Young Justice Abduction crew, they have a Riddler, and they have a Riddler cane as well, which is just foam and a wood dowel. So I would say you get. I would say actually use the same general technique as I explained for the swords. Maybe use some plywood to make the base shape of the question mark. If you have access to a jigsaw, that'd be the best way to cut it. Yeah.
But does the master maker over there have any suggestion?
You're actually going in the right direction. So.
Okay.
Oh, really?
And then
You've taught him well then.
He's learned a few things, yeah.
I mean, I made those swords right on this very table. I came here
I
because
can
these
still
are the
feel
guys, right? You still feel the forge is hot.
Yes.
Once you have essentially the base, I would attach the question mark to the cane first, and then just use the foam, like I said, in layers. You can use adhesive spray to kind of mush them together, and then duct tape it around to essentially clamp it.
He's doing well.
Nice.
And then to really make it shine, use Bondo.
Nice.
And essentially everything until the Bondo, and even the Bondo to a degree, you can undo it if it's not looking right.
Should we talk proper eye safety and all that in this?
What?
You didn't wear masks or anything?
Is it what now?
No?
This is the guy who gave me such a hard time for not wearing a respirator when I was doing
all
some of my
depends on what
jewelry
you
stuff.
work
You judged me.
You need to be careful.
But you don't.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh. Thanks. Appreciate
No,
it.
I care about you.
Thanks. It's
I
very
don't
nice
care
of you.
about
No,
you.
we
Be
care about you and your eyes. You know, wouldn't it be nice to
I've
not
already
go
gotten metal
blind?
shrapnel in my eye before.
Ouch.
What do you use, Kale, generally for safety kind of precautions?
Respirator. Well, respiration is always a good rule of thumb because
It does.
all those
It does depend
materials
on
are
what you're
toxic.
using, yeah.
So, and especially if you're chopping up, cutting, shredding, it's all going to be in the air, and you're going to be breathing it.
Mhm.
Any power tool.
Any
if
power,
you use a
yeah.
power sander, a mouse, or a jigsaw, any of that. Anything that's going to kick dust up.
Being
Recommend
outside, have
proper
Proper
ventilation.
Yeah.
I was about to say
is always good.
breathalyzer, but that's not the correct word.
Well, it depends on what you're assembling. I guess.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're
Yeah.
sober before you start working with power equipment. So a breathalyzer would probably be all right.
We heard a laugh from the
We
other
did
room.
hear a laugh over there.
Sober,
Sober, well, maybe
Sometimes the
not.
best stuff comes out that way. You
It's
never
true.
know.
It's true.
But yeah, the breather things are a really good
Gloves.
thing. Gloves and goggles. Goggles, because shit gets in my eyes all the time.
Mm.
I hate it. I always forget half my like safety equipment, so I've always got a bandana at least wrapped around me.
No, it's
Mhm.
something, you know.
So.
I had a specific question, and I know my sister would like the answer. Was watching an episode of Face Off, and the woman had a real limited amount of time to make a pair of dragon wings,
Mhm.
and they ended up, the judges did not like what she came up with because they said it looks like it was like curtain draperies, you know.
Aw.
Yeah, I know it was like
Aw.
it was a good attempt, but it was kind of drapery. But what would you use for like if you were making a big pair of like dragon wings? What would you make for like the skin that stretches in between it?
The membranes
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah, exactly.
Essentially, what I remember we talking about the gargoyles doing those.
Yes,
Are we allowed to talk about that here?
Can talk about
Oh
it.
my god.
because everybody was
I've
telling me it
heard
was so.
Don't really know anymore. It's going to be like a 2-year project.
It is a big project.
Huh? We go next year, Comic-Con. Essentially, what we were going to do is, you want to lay out fabric where you want the membrane to actually be, so
Right.
the shape and everything. Pick a color that you want to go with. Then brush over a clear latex, and then doing the brush over can actually give that membrane appearance.
Okay, so like
But
with like
just
the
a really
veins and
thin
stuff.
layer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's still flexible.
Mm-hmm.
but it
And it's
doesn't.
light enough that it's not going to like fall apart.
Got it. Got it.
But
But it doesn't look like cloth as much
No.
anymore. Okay.
after that, you can even some latex, you can actually buy tint put into it,
Nice.
or buy specifically colored latex. They sell it like that as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Catherine, you listening?
So when you want to make your wings,
Yeah,
just
there you
listen
go.
to Kale.
That's right. He can give you tips.
You can quit distracting us on the other side of the camera.
People on the other side of the camera there.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
filming in front of a live
A
studio
studio
audience.
Mhm.
Yay! There's also an amazing dragon that you've made.
Yes,
That's
it's actually
transported.
directly
Yeah,
in front
we're
of me,
we're in
about 8 feet
eyesight
high.
of it. That one actually you rigged a smoke machine through,
Yeah.
so
yes, we
it'll
do.
breathe. Literally, it'll breathe smoke.
It breathes smoke right out of its nostrils. Its eyes light up. It sits there and looks pretty.
We're gonna see. I think that was one of the pictures you took. So we're gonna
Yes,
see if we
there's a
can-
picture
We're,
of
we're
that one.
attempting to do that right now.
Trying.
So
By the way, Catherine says that we have good sound. We have good picture.
what's the bad part?
Everything seems to be
Catherine.
fine.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Nice.
thank you.
And actually, we
Yes.
now got the better screen share, so I can now
Nice.
jump back and forth with
All right,
the-
so here's a picture of the dragon.
the dragon's
um,
bitchin'.
It does definitely look amazing, sir.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I have to say, when we first ventured into the comic shop, I was like, wow.
I had such a little amount of time to slap the thing together
It
too. I
does
was
look
like,
great.
How many
Oh,
days?
that's good.
Yeah.
like a week and a half.
Nice.
We had decided like it was another project for one of our pre-releases.
Mhm.
We were like, let's do this because he was a big character in that set. And then we're like, oh, pre-release is 2 weeks away. Crap.
Do it, Kale.
So he's actually made of really cheap materials. He
Is he-
probably costs about $60-$70 to
Oh.
make.
Not bad,
Yeah.
man. He's huge.
Not
too.
counting the smoke machine and.
That's something I
The
already
wiring?
had. No, all
By
of
the way?
excluding the
Except for the
smoke
smoke
machine,
machine,
everything
$6.
else. Yeah.
That looked great on your lawn.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
Um,
which, we need to make a dinosaur for my lawn. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I'm
That
in.
one's one
I'll
as
help.
well.
That'd be
Might
great.
as well.
Well,
add
you
to
see,
it.
the Creationism Museum nearby has a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm like,
Nice.
would it be easier to take that, or
That one's big.
We steal it for a couple of days. We can just cast it and
because
throw
no
it
one
back.
would know.
just
No
go
one will
over,
notice.
latex
Doing the
mold it
dead of
real
night.
quick?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, is the dragon made similarly to the volcano here with essentially a cardboard built
Pretty much, yeah.
frame? So it's again, so it's super light.
Oh yeah, you can. It takes. Yeah, I can lift him myself.
Yeah.
Most people just go long. You need at least 2 people to handle him because he's got a whole base.
He's
on it.
awkward.
He's got a whole base underneath him. It's size versus weight. At that point.
I asked Kale, hey, can we put the volcano in the back? Because they're actually gonna blow this up.
I want to see it when
Like,
it blows
hey,
up.
can
It
we
is
put
going to
it-
be glorious.
blow up.
Okay.
Can
Did
we
you
put it in
hear
the
what they were
background so
gonna
we can see it?
I did not, apparently.
Was it Diet Coke and Mentos?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
We've
classic
got
science
4
fair.
bottles of Diet Coke and a thing of Mentos for each.
Awesome.
It'll be epic.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, and I got on the other side expecting, okay, this should have some weight, even though I saw him make it.
Mhm.
I just assumed the plaster and some of the other things might give it some weight. So I'm like, okay, ready? He goes, what are you doing?
Do
Out
we
of
need
the
2
way.
people to lift
This
that
is the
thing?
nice thing about it. They're super lightweight.
Yeah.
So, especially when it comes to when you want to do a full theatrical costume, you don't want it to be heavy, unless you're working for Hollywood or something. Then
Well, that's
they may weigh you
interesting.
down with like hundreds of pounds.
But I was watching the Jim Henson Creature Shops challenge that they're
Yeah.
doing, and they did the Skeksis episode.
Mhm.
And the one lady, she had developed it so that it'd be way lightweight.
Mhm.
And Brian Henson's sitting there, and he's like, I've noticed the puppeteer's been in that costume for an awful long time, and apparently he's not as heavy as our Skeksis. And she's like, no, I made it specifically
Yeah.
the shape in mind, where you just shape it and fabric it over it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of ingenious.
There's,
Right?
there's ways to just cheat things like that. When
Yeah.
Just give appearance that it's
Big,
big.
Yeah.
but you don't need to
Like-
make it bulky and heavy.
No, not at all.
You know the bumblebee we keep seeing at San Diego that's got like the lights, and he's all big on the stilts and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know someone who knows that guy, and it came up in the conversation this past weekend. That suit is 100 pounds,
Wow.
No,
Holy
the
crap.
and that dude just cruises through
Bananas
like
can-
the Comic-Con hall
Jeez.
slowly.
Yeah, of
But,
course.
When
I
that
mean-
all lights up and
Yeah.
everything.
That's 100 pounds.
Crap. Oh my God.
All right, you get dedicated. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it does look great.
But I mean,
It is a great
you
costume, but
think of it maybe like a weight exercise type of thing, to where you're getting your exercise all day.
well, you know he's sweating balls inside.
Oh yeah,
Like,
but
The
he's
you
thing with
dying.
all these costumes, it's hot as hell.
yeah, but you got to lose all that weight, you know.
That's
Hey,
a good
no, no,
workout
you
for
have
the
to
week, I
lose the
suppose.
weight before you go in there.
Well, that is true.
You got to be in prime shape to carry 100 pounds like that.
Prime shape, I get it.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
but they're-
Yeah, you
sorry.
did. Yeah,
You've
you
been
did.
dropping a lot of puns lately, sir. I think you are starting to mean.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is?
Oh,
You don't do the little gesture
I don't go,
afterwards.
Oh god. Oh,
watch
no,
him,
none of
watch
that.
him. Wait for it. It'll happen.
Oh, dude, what?
It'll happen.
No,
They'll see
but,
the scowl before they see the
Oh yeah, probably.
the
Yeah,
waka
or
waka
no,
The
face.
that's
same
true.
time. The same time.
All right.
You
Yeah.
do yours and then I do mine.
No.
no, was it Hellboy 2?
Mhm.
The Angel.
Oh,
okay.
Who's the
yeah.
actor that plays a little?
Is that what's his face again?
I don't know, Sarah would know.
No,
he's-
studio.
He's done
audience
so
isn't
many
here.
things, but he's everything. He's always in makeup and full
He's-
costume.
He was
Yeah.
actually on an episode of
Oh.
Face Off. He also did the other guy, the crap. Now that you
Doug Jones.
Doug
Thank
Jones, yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
That is
yay,
him. That is
yay.
him in the angel
Without
costume.
IMDb, I'm proud.
But that thing weighs a ton.
Oh, it looked.
They had to use a whole harness thing to get it on top of them, the wings and everything.
Yeah.
They weigh. I'm not sure fucked up.
I'd assume some of those wings
But
were
he
CGI or
cannot
something.
see through the
Yeah.
whole thing. He's just there.
Well, he
He's
sees
doing
through
his
his hands.
lines. Well, and the movie will, of course.
Yeah.
But the time is, the director says, "Cut." He's like, "I can't see."
Doug Jones, kind of talking about costumes and whatnot. Doug Jones is a fucking amazing actor in a suit. He's one of the most popular actors you've never seen. Abe
I was blown away by
Sapien.
Pan's Labyrinth when that first came out because I didn't know that was him in the time of the Fawn. I was
Really?
like, and he doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh no way!
Wow.
Oh nice.
And all his lines are in Spanish, and just knowing when to emphasize on the right word and the
Yeah.
language is difficult enough.
Mhm.
I was like, good on you.
Right?
That's amazing.
Way to go.
Guillermo del Toro makes
Yeah.
beautiful movies. But he's also the witch or the zombie in Hocus Pocus.
Yep, Billy. I did
Billy,
that for
yeah.
Halloween last
Oh
year.
nice.
It was awesome.
A lot of the times when you see someone in a full prosthetic, he's like the number one go-to guy for that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's either
but-
Doug Jones or Ron Perlman.
Man.
Yeah,
The two-
If you
the
want a
two
big guy,
guys.
Ron Perlman. Little guy, you go for Doug
Jones.
Jones.
He's not Abe, is he?
Yeah, he's Abe.
He is Abe.
He's
Okay,
Abe.
yeah.
Abe's awesome looking.
The
He was talking about having to be careful with masks, that he says a lot of people design masks with an expression already in. He said as an actor, you don't want to have an expression that you can't act your way out of, so you have to be really, really super careful with that. And I'm like, that's cool. Something to remember.
I'm really looking forward to building some sort of RC moving mouth. I want to do animatronics really bad.
Oh, nice.
I've been watching all this Creature Shop stuff. I'm like,
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
fun.
Wait, I was looking online. I'm like, how much does it cost? And
It's
like,
expensive.
well, there's small kits.
Tiny servos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I can get
The
a small
servos
kit and
themselves are that's where it costs you.
Yeah.
It's just the motors.
stuff. Oh, it'd be so
Those are
much
the
fun,
expensive
though.
part. But no,
Well,
Sarah and I, we took a class up in LA last year from like the guy apparently.
Rick Baker?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He's the one teaching the class.
Oh.
Because he created the queen for her mouth, the one that extends and everything, the whole animatronics for her, and the eggs.
Predator.
Yeah,
Not Terminator. That's
he's done
that's Stan
all
Winston.
kinds of movies.
I think Rick Baker got his start in Dawn of the Dead. Rick Baker. We're
Is it
talking
Studio
night,
audience?
or is it off cameras now?
Is it
Audience
Dawn of the Dead or
participation?
Alien?
Rick Baker. Yeah, he did Men in Black. Where did he get his start in Dawn of the Dead, or am I thinking of someone else?
I want to say it was Aliens or Alien.
Oh, Tom Savini. He's another legend that will work with Tarantino often. And Robert Rodriguez, because they're kind of the same. We were just talking about the Rick Baker.
Is it? Oh,
Oh, you lying sack of
I
shit.
know. I was really into it for a
it
moment.
was a Rick. I knew that.
That's all you need to
Fair.
know. You're on a first name basis
Fair.
with him. That's
Yeah,
all you need to know.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's how it
Yeah,
goes.
exactly.
Yeah. We had the name wrong.
Funny,
apparently.
funny guy, cracking all kinds of
Rick,
like.
Rick Levine?
Lazzarini.
Rick Lazzarini. Ooh.
Oh.
They don't know what she said.
It
So yeah,
was-
so you've taken.
Yeah,
That's why you're so
we
good.
had
You're educated.
we had the course with him. It was the 1-day course, and it was awesome. We pretty much we learned some basic stuff, but we
Yeah.
actually were able to play with all the other things he had in the warehouse. And it was like the tentacles and everything,
Oh, that's
especially
super hip.
Nice.
when he wanted to get into like the mouth things or like.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Yeah, and he's just cracking all kinds of Roncy jokes, and Sarah and I sit in the back giggling. I was like, "Oh, this is like school."
The Two-Face prosthetic actually not made to move. So talking is I have to focus everything out of one side of my mouth, and eating is
Fix
kind
that.
of off the table. It just wasn't designed. We didn't have the forethought necessarily.
It was a
for
really
it.
quick.
We did
thing
we
you
did kind of
needed,
rush it,
right?
but I mean
Yeah.
it looks great. You guys
Oh, it
saw
looks
the picture.
fantastic.
Yeah. yeah.
But yeah, I can't eat. I was trying to like slip crackers into my
He
mouth
gets his mouth
last
open
week.
so far. We put little cookies and chips in
Yeah.
there.
Gobstopper, maybe.
Break
How
it
you
off in
doing, bud?
half.
Mhm.
So hungry. But I mean, it looks great. I love it. Let's see. I'm looking around. I mean, you guys have so much stuff just in the layer alone that you have made. You guys
Yeah.
have taken store mannequins and have painted them up to be Harley Quinn, Catwoman.
actually got the City
Mystique is the newest
Sirens.
one.
Yeah.
And that's just some satin spray paint and costuming.
Yeah,
You're
pretty
also-
much.
And even then, some of them aren't even costumes.
You're also really good with
There's
the
a
sewing
source we were
machine,
talking
I've
about
noticed.
earlier.
So the
yes,
suit,
I do
that-
a lot of fabrications.
the Two-Face suit, I think I love that it's not just that the suit is, two pieces and the pants are two pieces, but even the tie is
Mhm.
two different ties, and it looks like factory made. That
actually,
Actually,
yeah.
just painted on.
The
actually.
tie is not
Really?
actually two different ties because
looks really convincing.
little mix up at the end. The suit didn't turn out exactly how we envisioned, so the two ties that we had were no longer going to work out. So I took the tie off I was wearing at the time,
Mhm.
and we just donated that, and Kale just painted it.
Nice.
It
That's very
actually has a Velcro in the back. It doesn't knot anymore. It's all
very
buttoned
cool.
up.
Very cool.
So yeah.
But I think we're forgetting one of the awesome projects here at the lair.
I don't know what's that, a porta potty?
Yeah, that looks a
Make-
little bit like what it is. Yeah.
Bigger on the
yeah.
inside. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. You don't want that overflowing.
No, you got to make sure you can make a nice drop.
So Drew here is showing the pictures of the TARDIS, and I've talked about
Oh.
the TARDIS on the podcast and whatnot. I took pictures of it in stages as I built it. It's secured to the studs in the wall, so it's actually also 7 inches off the ground. Now, that's also on top of clear plexiglass, so nothing can get underneath it. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about my handyman experience. So essentially, everything I learned from my dad, I got to put into a really fun project. Go backwards.
Go back one.
Yeah, go back to the first picture.
Oh, the very first.
Yeah, like the first.
So we got the framing.
Yeah. So essentially, you can see the framing here is in the back, screwed multiple times with big 3-inch screws right into the stud, and then from there it's just brackets. The corner brackets are all custom, Home Depot. Now this is not a cheap project because all that lumber is not cheap.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, certainly.
But I mean, the brackets make it super easy for the corners. It's just plywood on the sides. You can see I've got supports on the inside, so it's actually really sturdy. And then we kind of amalgamized some of the different TARDISes of the last 10, 15, 25 years to kind of make our own special, unique TARDIS. And the whole reason why it's there is because the inside you can see all of the circuit breakers are inside. So we needed to cover it up. And then I just ran a simple lamp. That's an exterior lamp that I just ran wiring from the top right into the plug.
It looks great.
Yeah. And that's official TARDIS blue. It is the most gorgeous blue I've ever seen. I would just stare at an open bucket. It is honestly a beautiful color. It's magic.
I love that so much DIY stuff is with the internet. I mean, you just have any kind of project in mind.
Yeah.
It's just like, you have resources like the people at the Villainous Lair, or you can go and Google it and find out. I mean, the wig that I wore at WonderCon, I was like, how do I color a wig like a plastic with Sharpies? So you actually.
I heard that's like tedious, incredibly tedious.
Well, if you're going to do, like, there's instructions on how to do, like, certain strands if you want. And then somebody had instructions on getting your Sharpies and cutting the tops off and pouring it into a vat with alcohol in there and then soaking it like that, too. So I'm like, very nice, very nice.
Thanks, Internet.
Yeah, they're pretty handy that way.
All kinds of neat information.
I really have to pee.
You could go. We could go. Go.
Let's see how long. Kale. That's, you can make it halfway through the podcast, buddy.
I thought I had a small bladder. I just hit my knee on this table.
Oh yeah. Welcome to my world.
We're still alive here, guys.
I know.
I know we're still
but
alive, but we're allowed to bitch about our knees real
I
quick.
figured people might be wondering why I was sitting here wincing in pain. I'm like, ouch, ow.
I just haven't moved my feet.
Yeah, I know.
They've
I think I was
just
trying to stretch a little
been
bit.
Still like planted.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. So.
But I mean, kind of talking just a little more about the TARDIS. Everything in there is completely accessible.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing the only thing in there that's not in your Home Depot right now are the hinges, and that's because our hinges are backwards. The TARDIS door is always open into the TARDIS, but because of the particulars of the circuit breakers and all of that, we needed the doors to open outwards. So we had to buy special hinges that would pop and come out to clear because there's still framing in front of it, so you can't just use a standard, floppy hinge.
It's okay.
Nobody
Now the
likes
hinges,
a floppy hinge.
now the doors match what actually says on the outside. Pull. So that's,
Well, it's actually really funny to watch people go to pull that. I've
oh,
seen
really?
other-
They keep wanting to go in there.
I put a lock on it, but it's not enough. I need to secure the left door to the frame with like a deadbolt. That way they can't just essentially pull until the lock gives. When I see people do it, I always wince a little, like no.
Well, it's really funny because the sign used to say "pull to open," and now it says "don't pull to open." I'm like, oh, okay.
This does not mean you should try.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, certainly.
It's for looks, guys. Take your picture in front of it and move on. Move on. You're drinking all that coffee.
I've had so much to drink.
water.
We have like 3 drinks right there.
You have a lot of drinks right there.
I have 2.
Yeah. One of them has disappeared.
That's what you get for drinking
I went
water.
before we started. I was like about 5 minutes in. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I can hold it.
Nope, can't hold it. Nope.
Boop, boop.
So what else? What else have we been building here in the lair? There are the
What
many.
haven't you built? My God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
your giant tapestries that you've got up there. Is
I haven't
that
built
your
the Stargate
stuff?
yet. I'm working on it. But
You want to build a Stargate?
yeah, a full-size one.
is it
and
gonna-
make it rotate and
Full
everything.
size.
You see how big that alley is back there?
Oh, on the outside.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
that'd be
okay.
bitchin'.
That really would be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Okay.
that's an undertaking.
That
but
is ginormous.
This is you've
You're
got
gonna have
so
to
much
secure that to the
space
frame,
all around.
to the brick wall.
Maybe.
It's a
maybe
Stargate,
not.
buddy. It doesn't have like a big base to it. It's just a big ring.
Yeah, it does. Wait a minute.
Are
Does
you
it?
gonna build a ramp up to it
Yeah,
too?
build
You're
a
gonna
ramp.
you're gonna like hire Kurt Russell to just hang out and sign autographs in front of it?
They may come down just for the opening.
You said you wanted to make it spin too, where it actually like locks in. Oh, that's awesome.
That
That'd
is
be really
neat. I
cool.
like that idea.
That'd
I
be
want to
neat.
do all the things.
All right, if you're gonna make it spin, then you have to lift the floor up so the ring can go in underneath because you can't go into the cement.
I know how the Stargates
I
are
will.
made.
You have to have
Do
the last,
you?
the last key has to be a V. You make that the last little key to.
The home
Oh
key.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, the home key just has a little apple symbol on it.
Mm. Go and make the. There you go. Now you scowl at him. Apparently,
I
because
don't
we're
like the
reversing our
scowling. I
roles
think it's
right
wrong
now.
to
It's
scowl
my
at people.
Stargate. I'll have the final say.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I just would never make a Stargate.
I will.
Judgy, my goodness.
Expensive, but
It'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. And apparently, there's a drawbridge as well.
Yeah, the
There is
drawbridge is
a
pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a picture of the drawbridge.
Actually, Cody did most of that.
He painted it.
You and Cody. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't secure the chains. I'm the one who cut it and put it down.
I like how fast they turned
secured
your
it to
leg,
the floor.
Mhm.
You,
And Cody.
and Cody.
Me.
Cody and I.
Cody.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
So the lair
Who's
has its
in the
very own
background?
drawbridge
Mm.
that leads into the back gaming room. You can see a little kale in there for scale.
Yeah. Kale for scale.
Uh-huh.
Feels pretty big.
You saw when he got up. And that's actually incredibly simple. And if you just have the room, it's just plywood stained and with cement anchors just drilled right into the ground.
It's simple, but it's highly effective.
It is.
You,
It-
you get that wow factor.
It
You're
was
like,
one of those simple things that really
tied
turned
the whole
out to
room
look,
together.
to look amazing.
Oh yeah.
The-
it transitions greatly.
It does.
to-
It does.
From that, you go into this giant back room that's just
It's
full
all
of games,
bricks.
and it's all concrete. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all brick walls, wood pillars.
Even some more like tapestry and banner things that decorate the walls to give it all.
I love
kind
that,
of
and I love
tavern-y
the
feel.
tablecloths you guys have for now, all the tables and everything.
All the tablecloths you also made.
Mhm.
The one right here in the center, essentially is just a stencil that you painted on.
More like pretty much.
Yeah.
It's I take a sheet of contact paper, draw it out, cut it out, stick it down, and
See, that's the thing I never thought about until I saw you doing it was the contact paper, like shelving contact paper
Mhm.
that's just a little translucent.
oh yeah.
Or there is clear.
There's different. Yeah. Well, the basic stuff is pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can
And then
buy all kinds.
You just draw on that, and then when it's the way you want it, cut it, and then you've got that sticky stencil.
Yeah.
That's great for this.
And it works out. I mean, I just did another banner last night.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So again, like if you want like a badass tablecloth like this, you go down to Michael's or Joanne Fabrics or wherever you buy those things, and then a little roll of paper, and I mean you could print out an image if you're not freehand fancy,
There's one under the volcano.
and then you've got a super geeky tablecloth for your nightly games.
Well, that's another thing. You're also an artist in the fact that you draw and paint as well. I've seen some of
Yeah,
your stuff
yes, he
hanging up.
does.
Did you go to school to learn that? Are you self-taught?
I
or-
went much later.
Mhm.
For the most part, I did teach myself.
Nice.
Much later, look at them.
I know, seriously.
Half
This
our
was just
age.
comparatively. That's right.
Much later.
Yeah, I did eventually go to school to learn the actual way to do it because there was always a process to anything.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure.
But for the most part, yeah, I taught myself until I got a degree.
Nice.
We got a tweet from Alex Hunted. If anyone's having any problems in the comment section, you can also tweet at Comic Issues Pod. He was asking if we'd ever think about making the bots from MST3K, Crow, and the other one. It's been a while.
Wait.
Don't judge me.
This is gonna Servo.
Crow, sir, yes.
There we go.
Tom
Yeah,
Servo and
yeah.
Crow.
It was like I know
I
this
was like,
one.
come on, somebody's seen the
The
song
riff
before.
track thing.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You're young. I mean, those you can see what those are made of. You can just buy those things in a thrift shop, on eBay, and for the most part, I mean, that's just glue and paint and
Yeah.
little.
Amazing what a paint job will do.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Especially as cheaply as materials you can use to make things. Once you slap paint on there, is what that's the finishing touch.
It
As
really
well as it looks,
changes
it
things.
really brings out the your whatever it is you're making.
Mm.
So
Is there any other things that Mr. the Hunted put up?
There was one other one with a Godzilla film coming out. If you could, would you make a Godzilla suit like the ones in the old films?
absolutely.
Oh God,
That would be so
Well,
fun.
it'd
The
be
whole
neat,
rubber
but
suit.
no, we'd find a better way to do it than the old way. I mean, that's just straight styrofoam wrapped around a man. Like, there's got to be a better way to make that big of a suit.
You can do
Not
the foam
really.
stuff now.
Not really.
Really?
Well, the thing is, when you do something that big, it is it's not it's foam latex.
No.
Is like the finished product. You have the suit that fits to you, and then like the entire the body and everything, like the detail will be sculpted. And then when you cast it, you use a foam latex, which paints up great.
Yeah.
It looks very tan and porous because it's very spongy. It's like a bath sponge,
Okay.
but it's great for painting on. And that's actually what she'll use in like the theatrical department when you do like a full facial prosthetic or anything, because it's very lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hot? Does it tend to
It
soak up?
gets
It's
bloody
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
not really many ways to get around that.
No, not
Would you,
really.
would you
not with a
wear
suit like that.
would you wear like ice packs or something underneath it? I wonder some of these cosplayers that I see. I'm like, how are you in this
'cause
weather?
Some
How are
of
you
the
not
Five
dying?
First have like little fans
Oh really?
that
If
are
it
worked
gets
into their
if
suits.
if the suit is big enough, you can put a little fan in there.
All right.
Like especially when you get to like the sports mascots and everything, they have little
Right.
fans built into the suit.
Ah.
so
Because
when you-
here's the question on my costuming things. Ever since we watched this, my wife and I have been like, okay, let's do this one first. So Totoro is on our list,
That's big enough.
You could get a fan in there.
but we're talking about ventilation and actually putting ventilation into the suit.
What I've seen done in other things that seems pretty genius is computer fans.
Okay.
And essentially, you would just, depending on the frame of however you make it, if you just lift the fan off of the base a little bit so air can get behind it,
Mhm.
you can just wire all that
Yeah,
into
that's-
a battery pack.
We're thinking like a fan in the crotchal regions or in the armpit regions.
That'd be handy. You'd kind of want that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even the back end, which is kind of fun. too.
Yeah, butt sweat is no fun.
Sweaty
Yeah, I think you're
ass.
still gonna sweat no matter
You
what.
still- yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's no like fresh air necessarily getting in. She's just circulating, air. The only thing that's cool about it is the actual push from the
Well,
fan.
see, the idea though was since I was going to be wearing it, I technically could put a fan on the very top of the head because nobody.
Well,
would
you
see
know
that.
what?
That's
You know
true,
what? When
yeah.
you do Romonger, since he's so tall and has the extra tall head, we could just keep the top pretty ventilated and put a fan to come right down on your head.
Yeah, that would work.
We'll get
You
the
could
computer fan
essentially
to
just do a
fairly
top.
quiet.
I mean, a fan at the top, because
Yeah.
no one's going to be able to see the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly not.
So
there you go.
you have that just be a fan.
So when
There's
we
one
get
way to
to
do it.
1,500 likes on Facebook, and we make the Romonger costume that Andrew
Would lovingly
his
wear.
alter Twitter ego.
Mhm.
Well, no,
um,
that is a real entity of space who needs rumors to survive. There's that blank stare. Okay.
Yeah, it's either the
Might
glare or the
happen.
blank stare of disgust.
Just want to let you
breaking
guys
the
all know
fourth
that he also made some actor recommendations that were unnoticed or not even responded to. I clearly remember no likes going to his name. Everybody else in that
I'm
whole
sorry,
thread-
I didn't.
Oh, I saw that.
Want
That's
to.
right. No,
Yeah.
there weren't any likes going to that one, were there?
No, it was
No.
everyone you get skip like.
Maybe if you were serious about it.
Well, that was a very serious thing to say.
And it
just
wasn't
a-
him, it was
It was
Romonger.
Romonger.
So it's- yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, I don't know. Maybe if you go to Spooky, maybe he'll like it for you. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Does he have a page yet?
No, because he doesn't believe in that kind of nonsense. I've talked to him. So the Romonger at 1,500. But we should mention that at 1,000, Elizabeth is going to dress up as Enzio or just one of the
Whichever Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
something.
Assassin's Creed something.
We're going to latify an Assassin's Creed costume, which could be made here at the lair.
Mm-hmm.
Did a jacket already, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do parkour in it? Because that's
And
part
she's
of the
going
thing.
to parkour.
Alright,
We're going to do a
parkour.
video of Elizabeth parkouring as
Hardcore.
Assassin's Creed.
We've got to try and make sure there's no wardrobe malfunctions, so things have to be.
Very important.
Yeah. This is be a lot of jumping around.
Beta testing.
Rolling, tumbling,
Beta testing.
jumping.
Nice, very nice.
Anthony running around. I think it works. No drafts.
All right, you're good, Elizabeth.
Thanks, Anthony.
If you're running and it doesn't fall off, you're good.
Yeah, that's it. That's all
it's
you need.
fine, it's
yeah,
fine, it's
yeah.
fine. What other things? Well, no, Elizabeth, we've been talking about us. You make the circuitry
Oh
jewelry.
yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot to put those
There's
pictures in
other
there. I
people
was
here
like,
who are crafty.
Yay!
I wanted to go through everybody.
Yeah, there you go. There you are. Yeah, we're getting the pictures up there. No, I'd always wanted to do it. I love how circuit boards look. I mean, they're not made to be pretty. They just randomly happen to be kind of pretty. And so I started chopping them into pieces and putting them in. You can buy the pre-made bezel settings. You can just look up blank bezel settings and you set them in there. And then there's a resin, which Catherine and Nathan found. I had another kind I was using that had like a 10% fail rate. Like you would make it, you would do everything accordingly that by the instructions, and then it would never actually set. It would stay sticky, and so
What?
yeah, it's a chemical reaction.
It
so
innately might not work.
that one that I was using
Just-
before.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, and the instructions say, oh, if it doesn't work, you must have messed up somehow, and I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
But the kind that I'm using now is way, way, way better. It's really it kind of dries clear and
Nice, yeah.
so shows everything off.
You
and
took
so-
you took these to San Diego Comic-Con
Yes.
last year
Yep.
into the I don't
the
know what
little,
that area's
it's
called.
an art show. You
Yeah,
know,
it's like a little art show, but people can buy
Yeah.
the things, and you sold a bunch of these,
Yeah.
a bunch
Yeah.
of your jewelry.
it's a heck of a lot. I mean, one of those booths downstairs are like thousands of dollars, but
Mhm.
for anybody interested, it's $35 to do the art show upstairs. So on this,
Oh, I thought you were
Really?
going to tell them where to get your jewelry.
well,
Did you-
it's an art show upstairs under the sale
But
pavilion.
you also
so-
have like a Etsy, right?
I have a website, designwithinjewelry.com. So everything,
Boom.
boom. So
Also
Yeah.
a Facebook.
Here's
Boom.
a
Yeah.
question because I have an idea for Comic-Con and how to sell these things on the go. Because we're going to be running all around. I was
we ain't got
thinking
time for that.
fanny packs with the jewelry,
oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then we have squares with us, so that we could run
I
credit cards.
do need to get. I know several people who've gotten the squares lately, and so yeah, I
The
need to.
square is amazing.
They
we actually use
really
one
cool.
here.
It's just such a fantastic idea, and every time I've never seen anybody, knock wood, have a problem with it. Like, oh, it's just
No,
not
they're really
working. They
simple.
always
It
work.
works whenever
so-
I've used it, but there's
Yeah.
only been a couple
I
times.
absolutely adore when you sign your name and you get an email almost immediately.
Yeah. Oh no, it's great. It's
Because
really
at
neat.
Comic-Con they're like, hey, we can email this to you. Like, we're not going to take your email address. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, let's get me going, you know.
It's very
And
nice.
I actually knew
Or,
what I spent at Comic-Con.
Text even.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
text right to you.
It's very
It's so
handy.
nice to know what you spent at a convention as opposed to getting home and you're like, oh, crap, my bank account's totally
Yeah, but are you
wrecked."
constantly checking your email there, like to keep tally of the amount you've spent?
Yeah, some people
probably
I
is.
do. I got a bing right away saying, like, hey, you spent this much.
It's Andrew. You're not surprised about that,
Yeah,
right?
People's
No.
phones are just that small.
I really like these, the bottle caps.
Those I'd started out because before I'd ever used that resin before, I wanted to test it out, but I didn't. I mean, I didn't want to ruin one of the nice bezel settings. So I'm like, oh, I've got some bottle caps. I'll try this, and I did them. I'm like, oh, okay, I like these almost better than the other ones. So now it's a thing.
Yeah.
And over in the bottom, if you look in the bottom right one, way over in the far right, it's an Angry Orchard bottle cap, which came from our game of Drunk Quest here at the lair. So
Oh,
it's a nice little
love that.
memorabilia.
Nice.
Now, see, you're cutting up circuitry
Yes,
with a Dremel.
yes.
Way more respiratory eye safety
Yeah. It kicks up
necessary than when I'm building the TARDIS.
No, it kicks up a lot of dust. It
Yeah,
does. So,
Thermals
yeah.
are amazing.
They're so cool. They are really handy.
Well, like, if you really get into the kind of like fine kind of crafting and whatnot, a Dremel's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that stuff's toxic. I've just got wood dust everywhere.
Still, though, we'd hate for something to happen to your eyes.
Yeah, they're already going bad. My liver's high.
I love that your liver's high.
We're gonna find
What has
out-
your liver been smoking
I
exactly?
don't know,
you
but I wish you would tell me. I'll find out Thursday. I'll let you know.
Oh, okay, good. All right, now we'll know. The mystery will be revealed.
Look at
The
doctor.
mystery of Anthony's.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are super cool and you know, delightfully nerdy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Actually,
just
tastefully
props to-
nerdy is kind of the.
Yeah, I mean,
props
these-
to the people who make them, man. That they do such amazing,
To you?
intricate. Well, no,
the
to
circuits.
the circuit boards. Yes,
Oh,
props
oh.
to me, absolutely.
Yes,
but
yes,
you know,
you.
but I'm just showcasing some of the beautiful work that's on these things. You know, I don't do anything to them other than cut them up and stick them under some resin.
Super solid,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they're fun.
It works.
right?
Indeed, it does.
The design within.
Yes, Design Within Jewelry.
Boom.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
.com on Facebook.
Awesome on Facebook. I got another tweet from Mr. The Hunted that he has liked our Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that should mean that we are at 798. It's bugging the shit out of me, guys.
Two more, yeah, please.
Let's get us to 800 by the end of this podcast. We've got like 15 more minutes. Come
We
on.
should blow up with that volcano. That'll help.
Yeah,
Oh.
exclusive. We get to 800.
We need. I hope you're taking video of it when you do blow it. 'cause-
Oh, we
Yes.
absolutely.
Well, then
are,
we'll
yeah.
we'll definitely put it on
Multi-angle.
Facebook.
We'll take the
Absolutely.
video and put it, but live is going to be awkward because we got to take it out, set it up. It'll take forever.
Yeah, it's starting to.
So yes,
Get
we'll
dog
take a
now.
video and we'll do it that way. So get us to 800 and we'll post the video of this giant volcano exploding.
We've got
With-
about 2 liters of Diet Coke and a thing of Mentos to shove in each.
Oh, our
little-
studio audience
little
is back.
sticks of dynamite.
Yeah, with
Oh, with
Spray
spray paint. Ooh.
Yay.
Yay!
The
It's topical. Yay!
the other
Prime
kids at
time.
the layer here are they've been painting minis because there's a little mini painting station.
Or is it only with one
yeah, it's
screen?
that's right now.
Malafum.
Yeah, Malifaux. It's a
Malafo.
mini. It's another minis
It's a
game.
mini, yeah.
Um,
But they're
smaller.
super. They're intricate and tiny, and they have like giant, like they're crazy intricate.
They've,
Itty bitty. Plug, plug, plug.
the boxes.
Show the box. 'Cause they'll never.
Yeah,
They'll
the
never
art
see
looks
that.
amazing, but when you get to the model, it's very
Mhm.
tiny.
Oh, those are those ones. Okay, yeah.
Extremely
Yeah, everybody here at the layer were talking about it last Thursday when we came on by.
finished. I didn't lose anybody's limbs.
Yay!
It's a little fuckers.
Ooh.
It's kind of like when you get like cheap toys and they have the tiny little
Yeah, I heard
weaponry
there
to
was
go
like
in their
a
tiny little
mustache
sea
was a
hands.
separate piece to pluck on.
Oh wow.
Oh, hold up to the camera. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to get a close up on the camera.
So now we're getting distracted
Oh,
by
nice.
little things.
No, we had one of our crew. Cody over there. Has his whole Malifaux kit. It's all women's. It's all women, but he did an entire X-Men team of women.
Should hold it up to the camera. See if it,
Yeah, see if it'll pick up.
I was going to say, it might not focus on it, but here comes the model. Yay!
That's perfect.
It's great. It looks awesome.
It almost looks like he's smashing again.
Rogue X-Men Rogue, not like D&D Rogue.
Oh, you sneaky rogue.
Just to watch his hand pop up like that
Still a rogue.
giggles me. Look, Elizabeth, do the transforming noise.
No, you're already giggling. I'll say the
Wait for my
transforming
text to
noise
go off on
sometimes
my
when you're in a
phone.
bad mood, and they'll use it to cheer you up.
I was gonna call you Elizabeth. I need the transformer
Oh,
noise.
fine. Yeah.
She does it better than I did.
Oh.
Well, now I'm curious. What's your transformer noise?
I don't. It's the text message on my phone, so I don't have to do it.
That's true. That's true. That's
It
nice.
just does
yes.
it for me.
Here
I
we
should
go. We're gonna all
absolutely
play
do that.
sounds.
No. We're gonna settle this because I said that it's not how transforming sounds.
It's totally how it sounds.
But my phone's in the.
I
can grab it. It's right there.
Fuck it. Let's get back to the podcast. People are watching us.
That's true.
They wanna hear the
I'm sure they're
Transformer
enjoying
sound
this.
noise.
It'll come back around. Don't worry.
Yeah, it
We have a
usually
whole
does.
episode dedicated to the transformer noise.
We'll do a whole Transformer
Actually-
episode when the movie comes out.
When we go to the next convention, let's ask that question.
Yes, that's a
And
great
just
idea to
start
get people
recording
to, how does the transformer sound, and like, get them. Bet mine's better.
I do like yours a lot.
Yours, I do really like yours.
Thanks.
It's the
It's
best.
nice that it makes you laugh. That's good.
I want to say it sounded like Gur screaming into a microphone.
Like Gur screaming.
Screaming to
I
a
don't think
microphone.
that's what it sounds like.
That's how it sounds in the movies.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
it's in the
it's
Bayformer movies. No. We try to pretend they don't exist.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, okay.
So we got a question again from Mr. The Hunted at Alex the Hunted on Twitter.
Mr. Hunted.
He asked us what cosplay. What cosplay we would love to do. Well, let's expand this. What general project would we love to do if possible? Cosplay, decoration, anythings that we would want to do.
Okay, I'm just going to stick with the Totoro one that's on my list. But the Totoro, it's not just having the suit thing. It's actually animatronics I want to do. I want to have his eyes and I want his mouth to actually be able to
Nice.
Oh, you're
do
in for,
at least two expressions.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, the goal is as I'm walking around, I could have a remote control. I had it all set up to where I'd have it on my hands.
Yeah.
So I could do the hand motions, but I could also hit the things so my eyes would be happy or sad or.
Nice.
Wow.
So you just want Jim Henson to
Yeah, I really do.
come from the grave
you don't
and
understand
build
how
your
much
Totoro suit.
this show has been like, dude, do it. You have a garage now. It's your garage.
You could totally do it.
Let's make it into a workshop.
You
But if
Yeah.
you consider if you make it big enough, you can move your arms around inside.
Well, that
So
was
if
the
you
thing.
If you skip the whole robotics and whatnot and just have little sliders, you can move the eyelids kind of at a hinge up and down to be like ooh.
That was the thing. I was looking at the Totoro, especially because everyone had the problems with the servos, was that their skull was too small. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have
You're
the
not gonna have a
hugest
problem there.
canvas there is, so I
Yeah.
can fit as much as I want.
Bigger
Because-
is better.
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
instance, yeah, because you have all the room to do what you need. Like,
Does he have fingers?
He has more like cat. So it's just like a thumb and then.
Mittens,
Okay.
sort of.
Mittens,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
But he has long arms, like they go down low on his body, right?
No, they're kind of more
Oh, he's got little T-Rex arms.
not T-Rex, but they're not like long.
Okay,
like,
I'm just trying to think if
Allosaurus arms.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
That'd be
think like, okay, if you would need like arm extensions.
No, not at all.
Okay. So then you could just have little clamps.
Yeah, I was just
That works for
essentially
your
like
free
Spider-Man kind of thing. I'm like,
Nah.
psst, psst, their eye goes up, eye goes down.
And you want the eyes to move. What else do you want to move?
I want the
We're
mouth to be
figuring
able
out as
to-
we go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to do the mouth thing. I want him to be able to express up and down.
Okay.
I have it actually drawn out, so like I know like
We did this before.
Do
theoretically how
you have
it's
specs?
not exactly. It was imagination mode was first.
Ah.
Mhm.
Imagination, and then from there we're going to actually figure out how to really make it do it.
I mean, if you made a frame and then just laid
Because the idea is
fabric
I'm going to
over
be
it, you can manipulate the fabric
Yeah,
if you have
well-
the frame. But then you're talking about something that's heavy and now has to be secured to your body, like really
Oh, it's
secure.
not going to be that hard.
like a
Because he's
harness.
mostly fluff. So all I need to do is just create.
No, but to be able to move the mouth and get it to stay.
I was almost wondering if it would be more like
There's actually,
almost
there-
like a clothesline
there's ways
type
to
of
do-
thing.
There's different like
Yeah, animatronic.
animatronics. There's ways to do that.
Yeah, we're trying to do it on the cheap here, buddy.
Well, I'm talking full out going.
But if you had like a bit of string or something
Yeah,
that was
you
kind of
can
in a
get
This
tube.
is like the ultimate project.
Well,
You
sure,
can,
no, but if you had like a
take
bit of
money
string
out
that
of
you could
it.
pull on, where you could sort of pull up
Yeah.
the fabric on the side and then let the fabric go.
Well, that's the thing is it's really just two cheek pieces right there. Up for smile,
Yeah.
down
Yeah,
for
but then you
frown.
need to secure the bottom so the whole thing just doesn't lift up into the
Yeah.
face.
That wouldn't be that
There's
hard.
ways to do that even cheaply. She was going with the string.
Yeah. Cables.
Essentially, you have it. You would do this in a few 2 layers max. Probably you could get
Yeah.
away with it. You have a layer that the string and everything's attached to, and then you have another layer of the fuzz over top.
Yep.
You can't see any of it. So when it's laxed, it'll look just a mouth.
Yeah, but when you're
But you
pulling on
have,
those strings
like-
on pulleys, those pulleys have to be secured to a frame.
Yeah.
And to a
That's
pre.
the thing. You'd have the head frame built into the head, where you'd have the string run up, or however high you need it to go, to that frame where there's that kind of like
Yeah, I mean,
mid-face up
however
top.
you have to work it, but I
Yeah.
mean, but those things just can't stay loose. That has to be secured to the rest of the head frame, and
Mhm.
like, what would you have to make that out of?
PVC.
Then you gotta have to melting PVC to shape is doable, but
Essentially, all you need, you get the harness. Because like my idea for the thing is I
Yeah.
wear like a harness.
It's
The
gotta be
head's
round.
attached to the
it's gotta be
Essentially,
wrapped.
you're talking about a box.
yeah. So
essentially.
you got to build a whole head frame.
But you're going to have to do that anyway.
The
to
head
make it
is
round,
set
though, right?
on your shoulders, and then a body harness.
Well,
to
no,
hold that in
because
place.
the idea for me is the head starts where my head starts. Like my
Yeah.
head's right here, so that's where Totoro's big old melon goes.
Which
and then I'm
now
going to
you
be in
can
his big
fit-
old.
You've got all the room to fit all kinds of things. You
Yeah,
need to.
doodads and
if you're
bits and
doing
bobs.
it really cheaply, the string. Back to Bondo and cardboard and plaster. When you're doing string and you get some really elastic fabric,
Yeah.
the stress and the weight's not going to be that big of an issue.
Mhm.
So
I mean, I
essentially
could
you have it
even
into
go
the
Cookie
frame.
Monster and only have one arm work, and then the other hand I can.
That could work too,
Well, I
actually.
mean, I'm thinking you slide your hand out, and they can just lay on the side because he's big and round, so the arms are just.
In the
You just sit
Ultimo
there.
idea, I have everything set up so I can do the hands.
Just do it with finger controls.
Yeah, finger controls.
Oh, now you're kind of
Hey,
tucked into your
Ultimo.
suit.
It's real easy, dude. If I can
The
move
only
my
thing
hand,
he really needs to worry about is being able to walk at that
Yeah.
point.
Mm.
and I definitely a big enough dude to carry a
Yeah.
big ball of fuzz.
Everything that sits on top, and then everything on the around you is just puffed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially,
So you're clearly not going on the floor. On the Comic-Con
Well, no.
floor.
The idea is that my wife goes as the smaller Totoro, and then eventually Kid goes as the littlest of Totoros.
No.
So you better hurry up then, because he ain't so little.
Well, he's not so little right now, but I mean that certainly was the idea. It was so
But like,
my
I
wife
mean, you
could
could
leave
you
me
could get
around.
through like the front lobby of
Well,
Comic-Con.
yeah, that would be
That's
the
it.
essential place to go. But you know, I would like to hit the floor. Maybe be fine.
and
Not
then
in that suit,
pretty
man.
much
You're as
where
wide
you're-
as you'd be as wide as the aisle.
They might break room for you though if it's real impressive.
No,
Sometimes
it's
they'll
a
do that for some of the
life-size
really
Totoro.
big
Well,
ones.
they're
You
gonna do,
know.
they're like,
You know,
Oh,
and the
get
other
that
part
far.
to this is I
Uh-huh.
do have a sound card, so I can make that noise.
Yeah, it's not like he's going to be able to move very far anyway. People will be stopping him to take pictures every
Yeah.
2 feet. So there you go.
That's actually a
True.
thing. We're looking to add on to the TARDIS is a sound card and a flasher for the light on top.
Nice.
So with a motion sensor, so when you walk by it, or probably on a cue, considering its placement, it'd go off a lot.
that's pretty easy to do. Too.
Yeah, it's just simple wiring, and if you can get everything, I think our issue was getting a sound card with,
Hi, Dr. Nick.
with the.
Well, he's just
with the
gonna
sound
ignore
on
that.
it.
He's just going to try to ignore it. We're not going to let him ignore it.
I'm already on the way of moving out. We're on our last question.
Yeah, we're just making sure. Sometimes the way of moving out can go on 15
We're
minutes.
no,
moving
it's
out,
it's
and
true.
we're on the first
but,
person now.
But Dr.
Mhm.
Nick here, so I'm sorry.
Dr.
I
Nick
shut
said
up.
so.
See you next week. Elizabeth, what's your dream?
Battle Angel. I've said it before. I want the full
Oh,
metal
yeah.
arms, yeah, and the wig
Right.
and all the whole the outfit that she was wearing when she was in the desert. You know, black cat suit with the real brown kind of cloak going around her.
You have
Metal
my
arms.
support.
Yes, good. Yeah, Sarah was saying like that you can take Tupperware and shape that, like melt it into shape.
Oh yeah, like
absolutely.
the Rubbermaid carrying storage deals.
Yeah.
Like you
It
could-
works great for doing armor pieces. Get a heat gun.
Yep.
They're $20 at Home Depot. They're
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
They easily get up to 1,000 degrees. Yeah.
So
um,
gloves, guys.
yeah,
gloves.
yeah. Eye
Leather.
protection.
Leather gloves.
gloves and some alcohol. You're good. But
Alcohol for the carrying or something, right? Not for you.
Killing germs, you know, in case you burn yourself.
Some
You want to
for me,
get some
some for me.
antiseptic
Yeah.
on your. Yeah.
All
call
my
me
homies.
Lacombe.
Yeah.
But no, those work great for doing armor, like the Mandalorian armor too.
Mhm.
Just chunks of storage container or bucket.
Yeah.
You cut out the shape of the corners. There's your breastplates, and
Mm.
then go
There's
from
some
there.
Rubbermaid on the right hand.
Yeah, no, there's over here. I thought maybe there might be one behind us.
Oh,
But I mean, what are those
it's
like
storage.
$8-12?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, looking at one full,
Well, I mean,
carrier.
I remember we used to do cardboard armor. I mean, we used
Yeah.
to do cardboard bots in the front yard. So
I
Pretty
made
good of an idea.
I made a Roman armor out of cardboard once for a school project.
nice.
It was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they
I
usually
know what I
is.
was doing.
That's all right.
was
So you
trying
figure
to-
it out as you
I
go.
was trying to glue it, but because all the cardboard has to wrap, it didn't want to stay glued.
Right.
It was a big
Mm.
hassle. Anyway,
in fact, the armor that I made with the duct tape casting, the whole thing is literally shaped out of cardboard.
hmm
And then I put a layer of plaster over that. Then I put the Bondo on top of it to give it the really hard shell.
yeah.
Nice.
And paint.
Boom.
It's really simple and cheap.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, Halloween this year looks like it's gonna be pretty epic.
Mhm. What's
Kale's
your
gonna
project?
be really busy.
Yeah.
What's your project,
Well, you and
Anthony?
I already have a project coming up, but we can't talk about that.
Okay, I reset.
Good, because I can't remember.
Okay.
You can't remember anything.
I can't.
This guy
I was
forgot the
just like,
podcast today.
I
We
was
showed
having
up.
Fun.
You were having fun. I'm not against you having fun.
It was bloody hard. I mean,
I transcripted our text to him. He's like, "Oh yeah."
it's like I knew it happened. Oh, wait. Andrew showed up. We're like, oh shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Completely forgot
I
today.
should
about
have
that.
first. You guys hear that knock? I like doot 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 doot. You guys like,
Someone's at the
fuck.
door.
Why
We're
would you?
closed.
We're
Come on.
absolutely
Yeah.
closed. Come on.
Somebody in
Um,
the alley too.
But no, I've got so many projects to work on in the next 3 months. Some Comic-Con stuff, commission work, store stuff. Just it's never ending. Which is, I mean, it good. Keeps me busy.
Commission.
Mission.
Yes.
when he's not working the floor at the lair here, he's making things for the people who pay for him to make things.
Tossing on everything.
Yeah. You made some masquerade masks for a wedding party once. I saw that.
I
Looked
did.
really nice.
Those came out really well.
Yeah.
Looks like something you would pick up in Venice.
Yeah,
Nice.
super nice, classy.
Nice.
As far as my maybe ultimate-y type craft project, I'm honestly not too sure. I think I would like it to be a costume, but I would like to run lights or some kind of. I would like to go a little farther. First thing that comes to mind is I would love to do like a Gambit costume where I could actually have like frosted plexiglass cards that I could run a light through,
Oh,
or
nice.
even into the glove, and so the light upon touch, the light would reflect into the card, so it would
Nice.
look charged.
We're hearing EL wires.
That's
EL
apparently that's a thing. Electroluminescence,
Sweet.
guys.
Is
Yeah,
that
so
what they
you
did with those Tron costumes? Yes.
Okay, so the light piping for the Tron costumes. Buy them from a computer store. That's way too long. I can't.
Buy it from a computer store, not from
because
a
the
costume
place
shop.
sucks.
I was actually going to do this because Cody wanted to be a Gambit.
I know,
a while back,
we-
so I was
we have a
pretty much
secret
doing the
war.
same. Basically, you want to take a normal card, either wrap it with. You can use shrink wrap to wrap it with,
Mhm.
or you can go to a game shop and buy a top loader,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically what they put the really
Yeah, plastic sleeve.
yeah slash sleeve or something.
You've seen the nerds do it.
And you want to light it with LEDs. Essentially, you know, if you want to run it to your glove, you can do that with a little button. You can buy all this stuff from like an electronics store, which is where you want to go.
And a
and
frosted
not-
little piece of plexiglass that would light up way better.
You
can
want to
do
go
it
for the
that way.
extra effort, yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna do it that way.
I mean,
Plastic-
I've got wiring underneath my costume into my fingers, but
No,
worth it.
You want to go the extra lengths, you can do that.
I'm all
Sure,
about
you
doing
could
the
just
stupidest,
link it up to get it,
most amount of work.
and it turns
But no,
on.
that's essentially the way to
Turn it
do
off.
it. You encase the card with something plastic that
Yeah.
the light will glow through, LEDs, and you definitely want to go to an electronics store. Don't ever go to a costume
Don't
shop
ever
for
go
this
to a
place.
costume
For
shop.
this
You know
stuff.
what you
for
could
this
do?
kind of stuff.
Get one of those LED candles that actually flicker a little bit, and use that light. That'd be kind
Well,
of
I would need the light to be very subtle, like to be seen, like the.
That's the thing. There's all kinds of stuff out there now you can get.
Yeah,
Just the light
Check the
bulb is all
internet,
you
guys.
really need,
Yeah.
and it's
I think
tiny.
I've seen magicians have just little, it's like suction cup lights that they just click
Oh,
on,
yeah.
click off. So I mean, it could be as simple as that, just buying one of those, and I mean, you can just
There's
you
all
can
kinds
cut
of different ways to
plexiglass
do
at
this
home.
stuff. So
Yeah.
it depends on how good you want it to look or how
You know me,
much
I'm
money you want to.
I'm
put
not
into
settled until it's the best.
It. No, of course.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
take
where
it
I
that
actually
way.
just got an addition. I want motion sensor on my eyes.
Oh, to look around at people?
Yeah, so I could be like, somebody walks by, it's like, bzzz.
Just follow.
Wouldn't
That'd be creepy. That'd be creepy.
It can't be done.
It can too.
Like body armor, the knees, all that stuff. I'd
Oh,
want to go all nines. What's your dream project, costume or otherwise?
Oh my god. I was thinking about the whole time when I was like, it's boiling down to me last. I gotta pick something. I have like a dozen of
The
them.
gargoyles is amazing.
The gargoyles. I would say that is my most current and like this has gotta happen.
That's your passion project
That is
right now.
yeah. This is for the next
So next
Year-
not this year,
year and a
next-
half. Yeah, from
next
Yeah, that
Comic-Con.
one really
Um,
warmed the heart a lot.
if any of you out there who are watching, if you've ever seen the Disney show Gargoyles,
From, like, the
animated one,
mid-90s.
yeah,
Hmm.
mid-90s, we have a group dedicated to all of us that we are going to make full theatrical costumes of the
So,
Gargoyle
do you have
cast.
a Xanatos? Because Anthony's.
We
pretty
do
good.
have Xanatos. We
Not me.
have.
Well, you could be young Xanatos. You could be
Oh.
the one that the kid that gets the.
No,
coins.
I'm
Since
already-
he's tiny.
I'm already
Yes.
set.
He's doing the little green one.
Aw, that would be really cute. Was it?
I
was
I
it
just saw that. Yeah, I
Lexington.
know.
Lexington,
Compared to him,
Lexington.
though, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna be
Yeah.
Lexington, which made my
Um,
costume the most pragmatic. Not
Yours is the
pragmatic,
most
problematic.
Yeah, yours is actually the most difficult and time-consuming to do because you don't have any.
That's what I
You
do.
don't have normal. You don't have the
No,
bat wings like
no.
everybody. They're
Got
connected
these
from your
underneath
arms to
Yeah,
your
the
flying
legs.
squirrel wings.
So,
But at least
that's
you don't
a
have to
whole-
build a framework to hold the wings up for his. So
No, it's
Not
all going to
necessarily.
be.
Yeah.
It's
It's just
essentially
all
going to be
attached.
one piece
Yeah.
that will be attached to him, and then the
Oh,
whole suit will be over.
We talked about building reverse joint, essentially heels that makes it look like reverse
Yeah.
joint.
I actually started working on those a couple months back.
It's all right. I wasn't pronouncing it right. It's not digigrade. It's something like this extra syllables. Digigrade or something? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah.
I never remember
something
the
like that.
actual term.
The backward bending legs.
Essentially, to
Yeah.
give us that kind of backwardy looking, or the long-footed.
It's essentially your where your heel is just extended.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would walk on like your tiptoes. A
It
lot,
looks
so,
like you're
yeah.
walking on your
yeah.
toes, more or
Yeah.
less.
The way I built it, it is.
Have you built one yet?
Yeah, I have built a pair.
Ah.
They're in the workshop. They're in the other workshop where the old shop was. But I was essentially just doing a test for myself. So
Mhm.
okay, I'm like where I need to go back because I'm building like 9 pairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got the main characters for the show, and then we've got about 3 of the villains. So
It's a
we'll have
full cast, yeah.
full
Nice.
cast.
Nice.
It'll be
Excellent.
That you have to
amazing.
build everything for.
No, Sarah's gonna help me.
So you've got willing assistance, I'm hoping.
Yes, yes,
so,
I
yeah.
have lots of help, and God, I need it.
Well, you can call me my wife. She's very crafty as well.
Yay.
Someone's got to put me in a
So-
full body cast.
That
We've
will not be my
engineered.
wife.
We figured out how we're doing the stilts, the tails, the wings.
The tails are actually super neat because they're actually going to wiggle as we walk. You've
Yep.
got a design essentially, instead of just how a lot of tails just look like they just hang
Yeah.
kind of limp and kind of.
Or at attention.
I actually picked this up from the animatronics class we took because I saw how the tentacles were made.
Oh.
So, and essentially, it's going to be made the same way except without wiring. What is made with the tentacles is just through the whole span of the tentacle are strips of nylon, and they're really floppy and
Yeah.
woolly. And the way we're going to do them is we're going to do sections of them. We're going to do cross sections. So one will lay one way, the other way will cross the opposite,
Right.
and we ring them. And essentially, you just pull over a sock of silicone rubber, and that will all be put into a harness that will be around your whole waist and your crotch. And
We all
then-
have those big belts and loincloths.
Yeah.
and whatnot,
Yeah.
So it's going to
Because
hide it really great.
which will be great because the only clothing we have is the loincloth. And essentially, as you walk, it'll be harnessed to you, the base, but it goes all the way down, and it'll
We'll just move.
It'll move it.
move
Yeah.
with your
hip
movement.
movements, yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
So
So
very hopeful that works out when we get to it.
it's an expensive
Maybe someday.
project
Yeah.
per person. It's on average $150 to $200 per costume, but it's a full body costume.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you don't
and
see
that's-
people doing that.
No.
And especially to that length,
Yeah.
like will be the hit of the con. So nobody else do it.
We won't
all
be
right?
able to walk 2 feet without having a picture
Go-
taken.
Go pick another Disney.
Pick something
Yeah.
simpler.
Something else.
You're
yeah.
probably not going to be able to do it as well as Kale
go,
does.
go
so,
do, go
you know,
do
give up now.
Gizmo Duck or something.
It would
That would be
epic.
fun to do. Oh, on a Segway?
Oh,
You could do a whole Gizmo Duck
you
on a
need a single
Segway.
wheel. It's a unicycle.
Yeah, you could cheat.
Oh,
a
you
little
can't
bit.
cheat.
You can
You
cheat.
need to learn how to use a
Unicycle?
unicycle
costume?
in costume with giant top-heavy shoulders.
I got a friend who can ride a
Should make a
unicycle. I
single-wheel
might have to give him a
Segway,
call.
which-
Mm.
Probably around the corner.
So that's it for this week's podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here live for the live streaming at the VL Cast in the Villainous Lair in Adams, San Diego. If you have any questions about anything that we may have brought up through the podcast, if you have an idea or a craft that you want to get started on, you can feel free to contact us. If we don't know it, we'll then contact the masters here at the Lair. You can find us at Facebook, Twitter, at Comic Issues Pod. I forget things. You can email us if you have a nice long description about what you want to do. That's comicissues@gmail.com. Did we get any more likes?
I could go check real quick.
We're at the end of the podcast. We only needed
Alright.
2.
Let's go to our Facebook.
While we're checking that out,
Volcano.
the Villainous Lair also has social media.
All the social
We
media.
do, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we have Facebook and Twitter, and I think we've Instagram, Vine, all the things actually. You just look for Villainous Layer, and you'll be able to find us. If you have any other questions about cosplay or costume or any art stuff, just send us a question.
Send us a thing.
Oh.
Send us a thing, and
$7.99.
I should go on and like.
We're so.
Oops.
Oh, you said too much. Oh, the
doesn't
guest
even
is getting the
you
glare.
wouldn't
The
let him
guest
get a
never gets
smartphone,
the
so-
glare.
I
Oh.
thought we were friends.
My phone's retarded.
I thought
You
we were
know
friends.
this.
You haven't liked the page?
I've tried.
I believe-
Huffo really
I
is
believe that-
retarded.
I believe
Have
that
you seen that
face.
thing?
It's a very trustworthy face.
Oh, you know what? Here, we'll do it. We're gonna do it from my phone.
Okay, put me on my Facebook.
I'm gonna sign out, and you can sign in. And Kale Winchester will
It's
be
gonna be the
number
number
100. Or no, fuck.
I was gonna save it
number
for the, I
800.
was gonna save it for the 1,000, but if you want the 800 right now,
Oh, that's a good
Now,
line. That's a
please.
good line. No, I was saving until it was really important.
So this will happen in front of
this is
everybody.
the last like, and we can blow the volcano up next time.
All right, sign in. I thought we were friends. I like your things.
Only off camera.
We're not friends on camera.
We're besties on camera.
Off wins.
Aw.
So what's been going on? I'm super excited about Constantine. We were talking about that a little earlier.
Yes. Yes.
That looks amazing. We have the trailer on the website, which I didn't mention, comic-issues.com. Flash, we have a Flash show now.
Yep.
We have Agents of Carter coming.
Yep.
Like all these things, a lot of these things are actually coming up in this week's podcast, guys. We're going to be talking about essentially dreamcasting. Instead of picking a specific comic or book or something and casting it, we're just talking about the actors that we really enjoy and finding what would be the best place for them. So check out that podcast this Wednesday. Agent of Carter, I think, would be really cool. What else do we have going on?
Let's see. We had Constantine. The Godzilla movie's coming out. Ross, I think, was it 800?
Right back.
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
You can't hang for two more minutes? He's gonna miss his own liking, his own 800.
Get ready to cheer. Get ready to cheer. Oh, it didn't show up yet.
Didn't show up yet. Come on, hurry up.
Hold on.
Come on. You know,
Loading.
he had 15 seconds till Nick revisited.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Dr. Nick's going to make another appearance.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
10, 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Count with us. 3, 2, 1.
Ding.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Shut up, Dr. Nick. So that should put us at 800.
Survey says.
Load you, stupid internet.
Yeah, we're streaming it.
Oh,
Yay! 800! Yay! Woo!
Yeah, all the confetti just drops from
Next time we'll be ready for that kind of thing.
So now we're going to start campaigning 200 more likes. We get to 1,000. Elizabeth will dress up as a Assassin of Creed and parkour through the parks of San Diego.
That's right.
So be sure that you guys are sharing everything that you like about everything that we're doing, podcasts, articles, pictures, the funny things that we put up every week. Be sure that you all you like it, you share it, because Facebook sucks and it's choking the life out of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys get to see so little of what we actually do. So by sharing, it helps the presence grow and everything that we do get bigger and bigger. The bigger we get, the bigger projects we do, the more fun that we all have together. You made it, buddy. I mean, you missed it, but you,
Yeah, you made it.
you did it.
800, yay!
I logged in for you. I did half the battle. I won half the battle.
Sorry.
You were mostly there.
Now make sure you log out so you don't,
Oh no, I'm
No
gonna
promises.
I'm gonna handle this.
Mm-hmm.
as he puts it in his pocket.
Yeah.
So until next week, everybody, I'm Anthony Silva,
Elizabeth Wallace.
Andrew Klein.
Michael Winchester.
and good geeking.
All right, see you guys.